All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, Maxine, to speak to the point, right, that you were talking about recently, right? Do you realize that the GOPX.3 token is basically having a fire sale of 5,000 GOPX tokens for $500, which is 10 cents per token. So to speak about what you said about him, GOPX, having the sale of the tokens for $1 again, and again, now they're worth 10 cents. No, excuse me. Now you're selling them for 10 cents.
Right.
So what is the motivation here, right?
Right.
To me,
right.
Like, what is the motivation now? Because we're not getting any of it.
Right.
Any of it. The investors are not getting any of it.
Right.
The bottom line is that if you want to go back to the forensic report, and I can go back and put it in layman's terms to find out how much money we actually had as an investment group and how much money we lost.
Right.
And so to track it all is basically in the forensic presentation. Right. And so for in layman's terms, and I Googled this so I can just make sure I can make it as simple as possible for people to digest what has happened based on, and now GOPX has not refuted anything in writing or showed anything to refute these findings. It's all been verbal. But this gentleman has been a cryptocurrency forensic investigator for many years. And he went through the steps of pointing out two of the fiascos we went through with Bitmart and Latoken. Now I don't know if the audience remembers what happened with Bitmart. I'm going to paraphrase here, okay?
Okay.
The bottom line, I don't have the exact date of this. All right?
Okay.
Rafael Gagal shows how the value of the token soared, and you may have remembered this when it went on to Bitmart, to $7,000 per token. I don't know if anybody remembers that.
I remember something similar to that. Yes.
Right. Within the time frame of the GOPX token hitting Bitmart at $7,000, there were a transfer of tokens onto that platform, GOPX tokens onto that platform, when the tokens hit $7,000.
Okay.
Shortly thereafter, they dropped.
Okay.
So normally they call that what they call a rug pull. Someone on the GOPX side who had access to, now keys are, they call them keys. Keys are basically secret phrases only the owner of the keys have. In order for them to access their wallet. Okay? According to the forensic, crypto forensic investigator, he said there were so many people on the GOPX side that had access to these keys, and he said it was sloppy. That the bottom line is on that side, they can artificially increase the price. So when you saw $7,000, according to this forensic investigator, he's saying the price was artificially raised to $7,000.
Wow.
And then when it dropped, so it's a buyer and seller. So you buy when it's low and you sell when it's high, right? Okay. So when they got to the highest point, the price dropped. And what happened was whoever had those tokens, who had access to those keys, benefited. So we didn't benefit.
Right.
The GOPX investors did not benefit. We lost. Then we go on to another catastrophe, which is LA Token. Does anybody remember LA Token?
Remember LA Tokens?
Okay.
No.
Well, okay, LA Token. Okay, and this is I can get you the forensic video. I mean, it's very technical. You have to take your time and look through it to kind of put the pieces together.
Right.
Okay. The bottom line is LA Token, right? It shows in the forensic study that 8.7 GOPX2 tokens were transferred from GOPX, a deployer of GOPX. Again, GOPX has keys, these phrases that you're not supposed to give to anyone. Right? That's like giving the keys away to your house.
Right.
Alex, in his own admission, said he gave the keys to 3 other people in GOPX. You're not supposed to give. I have hard wallets. I have cold wallets. My wife don't even know what my keys are.
Right.
I mean, she can. I had planned to give them to her.
Right.
But you're not. They tell you, number one rule, you're not supposed to give the keys away.
Right.
Okay. And so he says that he gave the keys to a developer. Who in turn, he says he doesn't know what happened, but the value of those tokens, $83 million, right? Alex says was stolen. He says it was stolen by LA Token, right? The forensic guy basically said that the only people who had access with the keys can do that.
Right.
So the value of the tokens was $83 million, which Alex said was stolen. Within a certain amount of time, after Alex had said the tokens were stolen, there were tokens sent back to the exact same wallet after the theft into GOPX. Now, my question is, how does a thief return anything? If somebody comes into your house and steals all of the stuff in your house, is that thief going to come back to your house to give you the TV, the telephone, the phone? I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
And so it ties into this GOPX constant, if you may, bait and switch. To get people to come back and buy a dollar token, a 10-cent token. How long is this going to go on?
Hey, man, let me give you a shout out. Hold on. I totally agree. Hold on. And let me just say something off of that, okay? Because here's my thing, man. Because and like I said, I'm gonna keep this thing real, but I'm gonna speak my mind because we all investors into this thing. So here's my thing, man. Okay, if someone done stole something from me and you got that type of money, that kind of money, I'm gonna go out there and get some attorneys, that's over in that country or whatever the case may be, to fight for me. And to try to maybe go to the Department of Justice and let them know what's going on. Because here's my thing, okay? There's no way I'm going to be responsible for millions of dollars, Maxine and Mr. Rosenborough. I'm going to be responsible for millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars from these people, investing in my idea or my product or my brand, and not try to be responsible for it some kind of way. Whether I get the system working or I say, okay, you know what? It's going to cost me too much to get this system up and running, because blah, 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 blah. Let me start trying to at least give back some refunds to these people so I won't have no issues. Because here's my thing to both of you guys and to our listeners. You're saying one, and just like you said, Mr. Roseborough, I totally agree with you. You're saying one thing, okay, but your actions is saying something else. And then not only that, okay, I'm finding out you out here spending money. Okay, where in the hell is you getting this kind of money?
Exactly.
To be buying these material things? Because I'm like, okay, listen, you want to live this lifestyle and you got my damn money out there living it. I want to be living the same thing. So I got a problem with that. And I'm just going to keep it. I'm going to keep it real, man. I'm going to keep it real. Yeah, I'm going to keep it real. Hold on. Yeah.